Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And here is what I was working on yesterday, and I was wanting to show you. I believe it's finished, and I just want to show you how that one turned out. And I think I am going to order the little white Dina Wakley 6x6 book with the cotton papers and try some of these on that. And I think it would do really good, I'm hoping. But I just love the texture in those papers. Okay, so I was wanting to show you guys this book. I've had it for some time, and I got it at the Goodwill. It's called, if I'm saying it right, a Shinawazri book. And there's the name on it. I guess I can write it bigger because I'm going to be cutting this out. But it's N-O-I-S-E-R-I-E. Chino, I don't even think I spelled it right. Shinawazri book, but it's like Japanese decor or something like that, it said. But it's like really old, antique Japanese, I mean not Japanese, I'm sorry, Chinese. And I pulled a lot out of it. I don't have the cover because I used the cover to make an older book. But I just like how it's high contrast. Well, there said something Japanese, and then I thought it said something Chinese. I thought those would really be two pretty things, too, to cut out. But anyway, it's only half a book left. But I just like the high contrast of pictures in it. And the architecture in it. And I used to work with stuff like that, architectural pictures in some of my collages. But I really like this picture. And I've seen someone else's picture on Pinterest. And it gave me an idea to put in my own book. But I wanted you to see how I cut this out. Where we can still keep the integrity of the picture. And still incorporated in the journal. And I can't walk and talk at the same time. So, one thing I try to do when I cut out stuff like this, I try to not have any sharp points that I don't want in there. I think it gives it more looks more artsy. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for. And I guess I'll throw the rest of that away, but it's a really old book. I mean, even the pages were fading around the edges, which I started to make. I was really wanting this picture over here. I was going to cut out the two people. I really like the plate too, but I'm going to try to cut out the two people. And maybe I'll cut close to them and maybe save a lot of those, save the plates on the other side. I guess that's why a lot of people do the voiceover thing. And I had got in touch with Michaels, and they're so graciously, without a hitch, going to replace the paints. And that's the way it ought to be. I mean, this is not the time to be, surely to God, not ticking off customers. Okay, so we saved a lot of that. And I kind of want to stay close to the body. I don't want to be right up on it. You know how I always leave a little bit. There may be a time that I cut close to something, but not for this application. And then I really don't know how it's going to look. We're all looking at this like I'm looking at this to see how it's going to work. But actually someone had took like vintage paper, like vintage book paper, and let me see if I can bring this over. And I was looking at this, as a matter of fact, and was getting my clue from that. Okay, the vintage heart was like vintage maybe dictionary paper, and then like they sewn the thing over top of it. So I had found this in my scrap pile, and I thought these would look really good over here, but I didn't know exactly how I was going to incorporate this over top of it. But I think it would look good like that. And I think for once, I even have my glue in here, but whether it works or not, we'll have to see. I think it is going to work. Just happened to think, I think the thing said Sheen Wassery. It doesn't look anything like Sheen Wassery, but I believe that's it. Okay. I think this come off one of those Dine Reevely sheets that you buy the whole sheet and it has a picture on it, and then you color the whole picture in. So I cut off the character or whatever that was on it and kept the rest. hardly throw anything away. If it looks like I could reuse it. Okay, I think I wanted him to be down a little bit lower. I mean, here's the whole idea I got from this tiny little thing right here. And I was going to sew it. I was trying to find my own heart. And I thought, okay, I could coffee dye some. I already have a vintage kind of dictionary. But I just love how that pops. That's what I was saying about the, I think someone else, when they had done the flower thing like this right here, their ink looked like this. And I can't reproduce this ink the way it looks. And theirs looked really, really good up against this background. And then they had the flower, and it had the stem and the 2 leaves on it. It was really pretty. But I like how that is. I may, like, put a border around it and may do some more to it. But I had one other little one to show you. Okay, I think I dumped one of the pictures in the trash. But, you know, this is the black page. Let me see if I can turn my light off. Maybe you all can see that better. You know, this was, I done the heavy body acrylic on here to get that, like, matte finish. And then I took 2 of my stencils. Let me see if I can pull out which 2 they were. And they come off of different, one of them's this. It has this one down here, and then this flowery one up top. And then I have another stencil with just part of this. So, let me see. I should have known better than to put the thing up. I think I just had too many doggone stencils. Oh, here it is. Okay, so then this one is Anatomy of a Page. And I use this one, and this one is Just Breathe. Okay, so what I did was stuck both of them on a plate side by side, you know, end to end, and this one over here, and then turned it over and flipped it and stamped it with my white ink pad. And then I took the other Dina Wakley stamp, and you all can see that one. And so then I thought, and I keep dropping my images. I had seen this on Pinterest as well. Someone had done something similar to this. And I really like how it looked, but they didn't use black and white background, but I believe these are the little Tim Holtz. Have to move you guys down a little bit. These are little Tim Holtz stickers. Not stickers, but I don't know what you call them. Ephemera. I don't want to play around with that ink too much because that's not archival, so I didn't know if that was going to smear. And plus, when that white dries, maybe I'll put it there. But when this white dries, it gets awfully chalky. And I have sprayed this one time before with hairspray. And I think I had the bird over here. I just thought about that. And I don't think that's coming up. I didn't really want to cut the bird's tail off, but that may be what I have to do. But here's one of the little birds that I had made the other day with the texture in the background. Just stamped it on the textured paper. I really prefer that to be on the bird. And then I cut this out from one of my Dina Wakley pages. I really didn't think I was going to be using that till at the last minute, and I said I'll just go ahead and add that. And this is from the flowers the other day, and this may be Tim Holtz. Trying to think, is it Tim Holtz? I know it's a lot of glue on there, but I'm afraid that's going to pop up, and it will dry clear. But you know, these little things here are kind of stiff. I'm afraid if I don't put a lot of glue down, they'll just start to roll up. See, that was already rolling up. And then I was wanting to put this little butterfly on there. Trying to think how I had it. You know how, like, when something is touching something else, which I guess it would have been okay without that in the corner. Let me move you back up. Kind of like how that turned out. I mean, you gotta try different things every now and then, even though if it scares you. I mean, don't be afraid to try something different. That's how we all develop a style. I mean, if we played it safe all the time, you know, it'd never be anything new out there. But I like how that turned out. And I hope you enjoyed it today, guys. And hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, see you tomorrow.